What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, here we go. So let's talk about the thing that we all do when we set out on a goal. We either ask ourselves or just have the feeling in general of, when will I ever get there? One of the biggest contributors of us feeling stuck or behind or overwhelmed and frustrated or just overall unhappy and unfulfilled is due to the way we've been socialized, the way society is today, the world we live in now. We think we should have this instant gratification in almost every single thing we do and work towards. We think it's a better option to get the thing now than actual slower progress. And even though we fundamentally know that the things that are really worthwhile take some time to accomplish, that they take work and time, it's still difficult for us in the world we live in, right? Think about how we're advertised to. We're targeted to want things to be quicker and easier and faster. And we go through this constant stimulation that tells us it's important to get things ASAP. Think about the alerts on your phone. It's damn near constant, if you let it be, always pinging on your phone, demanding our instant attention to take us away from anything else we're focusing on. And don't get me started on social media. Social media is literally designed to give us little dopamine hits through stuff like likes and comments and instant feedback. Even in your stories and your reels, you have to sum up a story in like 15 seconds or whatever. And it's designed to provoke an immediate emotion, designed to get you to click in as little time as necessary. And on top of that, because our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter over generations with evolving civilization, advertisers are really getting creative with the ways they can snag our attention. So it's no wonder we want things to happen so quickly for us, because we're constantly being bombarded in our brains, and everything we see happens so quickly on a daily basis that we think it should be the same way for our goals. There are so many underlying messages that tell us that speed and instant gratification is what's best and most desired. And if it's taking a while for us to get there, then there must be something wrong with it, right? Something wrong with us. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And we think that about our goals and our dreams. And it makes it really hard to actually get excited about something that we want and to keep going, to keep on track, to keep pushing when we want to achieve it yesterday. And not only is it going slow, but it feels like it's so far away. And it gets hard to get excited for that. So let's dive in for a little bit. So there's a couple of ways to compartmentalize this. 2 things to think about. 2 things to consciously work on and ask yourself. 1, how can I fall in love with the process? And 2, how is the speed in which all of this is happening actually working for me? Even if your initial feeling inside is that you want to get it faster, ask yourself, how can this still serve me? One of the easiest ways to rationalize the process and how long things take is to actually remind yourself how much you need the process. You need the process. You need it because you aren't where you want to be with your goals and you aren't ready for them yet. And if you're going to be in the process for a while, you might as well enjoy it, right? Think about it. We actually need the journey while we're on the way, because that's what we need inside ourselves to qualify what's going to come next. It's all in the process. We are building up the habits and the skills, and we're actually learning how to emotionally and mentally handle what's going to be required of us when we finally get there. And I've spoken on this before, and it's why you see so many celebrities lose everything so quick. because they just aren't mentally ready to sustain it all. To whom much is given, much is required, right? So for example, when I think about my big goals and dreams, and if I were to get those right now, I know I would not be the person that could sustain all of that could handle everything. And I'll tell you what my goals are, and they are pretty lofty. I want my workout business to make 6 figures annually. I want to be nationally known for my music. I want to be nationally known for my acting. Now, if I were to wake up tomorrow with all that, I would be in trouble. Because think of what all that means. All the time it would take to be that kind of person. All the work and all the things I would have to do on a daily basis. All the people in my life that, unfortunately, I would have to distance myself from. The time, the commitment, the spotlight, and yeah, the money. If I had all that tomorrow, I would not be ready. And I'm going to just be real about that. I wouldn't have had the time to grow into that person yet. I wouldn't have had the confidence to be that person. With millions of listeners and viewers, that is a big responsibility. Same thing with your goals and your dreams. Would you be able to handle that $1 million job, that responsibility? You will be making decisions that could potentially sink the entire company, right? And how are you going to make those decisions if you don't have the knowledge and the experience? Or maybe you want to be able to run your own business and be able to work when you want to. Well, if you got that business right now, how would you know when is the best time for you to work? How would you know what exactly works for you and what you're good at and what areas do you fall short in? You think you'd be able to sustain that business without at least starting small and learning how to run a business? Learning your competition and how they work, how to successfully market and strategize. Do you even have the ability to gain customers that quickly? Do you know how? We just aren't those people yet. And it don't mean that we won't ever be those people. We just need to work on it and develop it through the process. Can we look for ways that gradual growth is more sustainable? And in most situations, should even be desired. We should desire gradual growth. And I'm not saying take your time and be slow and don't push yourself, because you're going to have to push yourself regardless. The best things in life require effort, right? The point is, we think we want this overnight instant gratification, an overnight explosion to our goals. But would that really serve us? So ask yourself, how is the speed of this process serving me, even when my gut reaction is to want it to go faster? What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. That's a really important question. Is the time it's taking you to get to that promotion at work actually preparing you and strengthening your relationships with your peers, those people who you will have a higher position than, the ones that you will be telling what to do eventually? Will it also give you more empathy and a deeper understanding of all the things you'll be asking them to do because you once were in their shoes? Because let me tell you, especially in theater, my favorite directors are the ones who used to act or are actors as well, because you can tell they get it. You can tell they've been in your shoes, and they won't be asking you to do things that make the process less enjoyable for you. So again, is the process serving you? Is this time it's taking you to lose weight taking so long because you have to strengthen and fine tune your bad habits around your workout routine and your diet and becoming the person who can sustain and maintain that weight loss? How many times have we seen somebody lose weight? Let's say they do a keto diet or something. They do some quick fix diet and they lose 20 pounds. How many times do we see those people gain it right back Why? Because they haven't put in the work and built those habits, that work ethic you need to keep that weight off. Of course they gained it back. They didn't become that person they needed to be. They didn't go through that process of getting the ass kicked in a workout 3 to 5 times a week. They don't know what it's like to get up and work out even when they don't feel like it. They don't know the struggle of giving up the food they love for more than a couple of weeks, because that's what it takes to lose weight. You not only have to work out, but you have to become a different person as well. You have to go through that process. You have to enjoy it. Otherwise, that instant gratification factor will creep in and you won't be happy. And who the hell wants to work towards something that doesn't make them happy? So stop thinking when. Fall in love with the process. Yes, it may sound cliche, but it's 100% valid and is necessary. And I really can't stress enough how important this is, because I have been doing this a lot lately, and I am loving the person I'm becoming. I am falling in love with the process of becoming that person that's going to achieve those goals that I have. Because again, like I said, I know I'm not him yet, but I will be. And the work that I put in and day out, every morning when I get up at 6:30 in the morning and I put in work, I know I'm preparing myself for the future. So I want the same for you. Stop thinking when. It's not about your speed. It's about your direction. It's about who you are becoming. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.